Hey, Miss Marlita. So I learned several things by watching my modern video for evaluations. Um, some of the main things I saw was the use of feet, use of space, and how I can really work on the movement of my pelvis. And then some of the things I want to continue on working is dancing with the music, moving in the space. And a few things I want to focus on is picking up the combinations quicker, using using the full body, and having clear articulation of movement. So, so when I saw like I think it was the second combination, the tendu combination, I noticed that I have fairly good articulation in the feet, but that's something I want to continue working on, just really rolling through the feet, really pressing into the ground, and really using the floor just to its fullest, and really using plie, and just really moving through that. And then I noticed especially in the last combination and kind of in the second one, ever since we had the Dug of Our Own class with Whitney, and she said this phrase to her kids to eat space for breakfast. And it was a silly phrase, but it really has just like impacted me, and I really tried to apply that to my ballet class and my technique and my modern class, and just really focus on traveling, and just using full movement from my fingertips to my toes, and just really expanding and embracing each movement. And another thing I saw was just the movement in the pelvis. So particularly in the first exercise, I really thought that I was using my pelvis to do all the roll throughs, but it looked like in the video I was using a lot more of my back than my pelvis. So that's something I want to work on, is just that flexibility and mobility of the hips, and really focusing on the pelvis leading instead of the lower back and the lumbar spine. So some of the things I want to continue on working on is just dancing with the music. I noticed that sometimes I can rush the music, or just be behind, or just totally forget the music, and just be doing my own thing. But I really want to focus on really learning how to hear the differences between the counts and the phrases, and what's a 7 and what's a 3 and what's a 4, and really working on applying that to the combination and to how I move, and really reacting to the music instead of just going alongside it, just really letting the music flow through me and be kind of what's initiating the movement. And then another thing I want to continue working on is just really moving in this space, because I can see I'm starting to kind of grasp that idea of eating space for breakfast. Just really continuing to not get so pulled into myself, but really just working on expanding, using arms and legs, because I have long legs. Just travel, use full body. And then some things I want to focus on would be picking up combinations faster, especially the little in between transition steps, because that's really what sets you apart as a dancer, from student to professional, is just really having good transition steps, knowing those little details, because they're just as important as the quote-unquote big steps, like turns and jumps or whatever. So really just working on getting those transition steps, getting them down, focusing on the little details, and such. And then also really just working on clear movement. I noticed, especially in the last combination, I kind of just I felt like I just went through the movement. I didn't really focus on accenting or really sinking into a position, but I was just kind of going through just to keep up with everybody. But I really want to work on dynamics and just making it more interesting to watch as a viewer, and it will also, just increase that professionalism that I'm going for. And then, yeah, I think that is all. Thank you.